Good afternoon. It's good to see you again. Continuing on with our discussion of employee retention, we talked about yesterday that 68% of people are interested in looking for other work. Again, as I mentioned before, these 68% people are leaving their manager, not the business, not the company. It's the person they report to. And because of that, it just reflects the importance of the relationship between managers and their employees. I prefer to use the term leaders because employees would rather follow a leader than be managed by a manager. So let's take a look at this just for a second. So, who's really subject to this? Anybody. CEOs, business owners through the organization are subject to the statistic. Any management person could be subject to somebody wanting to leave. So, and it gets magnified the more the leader, CEO, business owner, whichever, is withdrawn from the day to day work because, which is logical for business growth. But as a result, the original person watching the relationship between the leadership team and the employees isn't in that role anymore. The leader has other things to do. So we have an issue here unless the subordinates, the rest of the leadership team, are trained on how to inspire employees at all levels of the job. Now, when I say inspire employees, I'm talking about inspiring management people as well, right? It happens all the way through the organization. Well, let's take a look at a given situation. I believe that frontline supervisors have one of the hardest jobs in a business. And it's for this reason. Business plans are put together at the top of the organization. The decisions are made, the word comes down. These are the objectives of the business for the next year. And it means higher revenue, less cost, higher profit, whatever the case may be. That number comes through the organization. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the objective, right? But now that information comes down to the frontline supervisor, and that person needs to have the ability to take the business number and convert it into an inspirational message to the folks that are at their feet on the street, who are really the ones that generate the results. And that's a challenge. So for the frontline supervisor that knows how to do that, they're in a great place for success. But if they don't, if they haven't been trained, your frontline supervisor will function as a manager, giving a dictation, as opposed to a leader inspiring the folks on the street. So this is a very important key. This is a very important point. The frontline supervisors must have the ability to translate this message. If they do, success is on your doorstep.